What's up, guys? Back with another video here, and today I got a really cool review of this custom inflatable Mickey Mouse dressed as Santa popping out a chimney. So what this is the 2022 or 2021 Mickey dressed as Santa. I have the 2016 one, and I got this one for super duper cheap off Amazon. It was like $7 or something like that. It was used, so I got it, and I only got it because it was super cheap and I had a gift card. So I was kind of getting to thinking I didn't really want to use it in my display because I already had the original one. So I had this one. I had this chimney. And actually, funny story, I had two of those reindeers popping out of the chimney. I still have my one where a reindeer pops in and out. Then I had another one. So this is the second one. I took the reindeer out of the chimney. I cut him out. And then I cut Mickey's feet off. And then I sewed Mickey to where the reindeer used to be. Right here. I sewed Mickey to, I should cut these out. Sewed Mickey to where the reindeer used to be. And then I gave it, and then this still has its cheap fan with the timer. I turning it off. And then I gave the inflatable itself right here. I gave him this little base fan, chimney. Just turn around. I might get something to block this off a little bit, like a little, so no snow gets in or whatever. But yeah, this is one of those little base fans with the thing on the bottom. And then I gave it a plug, and then the cheap fan is wired onto an adapter with the timer, and then I still have, and then the lights are actually wired to a plug as well, so I can unplug them from the fan if I wanted to. And they're plugged into the fan, which it's one of those Christmas light plugs that it's plugged into with the plug on the back of it and then the regular plug. So that's plugged into the plug, and then the cheap fan's plugged into the back of that. And then, so yeah, and then this is just zip tied into where the cheap fan hole used to be. And I ran the wires out into the thing, and I had to wire a new plug on it because this fan didn't have a plug. So I gave it a plug. I had to actually wire another plug right here. It's kind of homemade plug right there, but anyways. So there's that, and then right here you can see the cycle now. And the LEDs are still in it, but the LEDs don't work anymore. Obviously, so it has three C7s in the chimney. Two of them are attached here, and then one of them just kind of hangs in the middle. And then I got the wire. It runs out of the hole it used to, where the cheap fan LED holes used to be, and then it runs into this part, which is Mickey Mouse, and then it runs up. There's a C7 in Mickey's head, obviously, and these all have the caps on them as well. It runs up into Mickey, which I had to tie that with a little piece of wire because it had zip ties, and then I put a hole. I didn't actually zip tie or sew it shut or anything, or tape it or anything. I just cut a hole so it's just there. I put the wire through it with the plug on it, and another hole right here, because this inflates super tight, so it doesn't matter if it was there. It runs through here and plugs in, obviously, right here, so that's a little bit how I made it. And Mickey Mouse, actually, I cut it right at the right size, luckily, so it pops in and out good. Oh, and then, originally I didn't give Mickey Mouse any bean bags, because I wasn't even sure if I was going to finish this thing or not when I started it last night, so I didn't give him any bean bags. And then, but yeah, I ended up giving him two, one in the front or one in the back. One in the front and one in the back, I believe. And then, yeah, with this little extra fabric right here, from where I sewed him, I kind of finished it up, but a little extra fabric right there, which actually I gotta sew this, actually tie it. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna just tie this shut, because I don't want it coming undone while I'm making the video. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. Gotta just sew, not sew this, but just kind of tie it shut, so that way, or that thread ends, I don't want it to kind of, yeah, sorry about this, guys. I don't want it to really undo while the whole thing is kind of inflating, because I don't want it to have to re-sew the whole thing. So just give me a second, guys, and I'll have this tied up. It's kind of tricky to do it, but here we go. Just gotta tie. There we go. yeah, there's a little bit of sewing I have to do to this, but yeah, like this part right here, I still gotta sew. Like that, I gotta sew shut. There's a hole right there. Actually, after this video, I've been messing around with this thing all day. But I'm gonna sew this shut, and then I'm gonna, because originally I had this sewed like to the side off, like right here, so that way it was out of the way. But that was actually making it so this he would inflate sideways like that. So yeah, there's just kind of that with how I did this. I think it's pretty cool. First custom popping in and out inflatable. I need the base fan, so I might use this in my display, might not. Not using any cheap fans this year, so yeah, this thing's really cool. So I'm gonna just plug it in. Put the phone down. Sorry. This thing lights up really well too. It looks really, really good. So yeah, I don't know. It's incredible. The chimney obviously comes up first, and then Mickey Mouse deflated for a while. But here's the chimney. Gotta wait for Mickey Mouse's fan to turn on. There it is. And the first time he doesn't really. He comes up and it takes him a long time, so just help him out. If his arms are in there, then as you can see, I'll just sew that up. I'm gonna sew that up just to be safe. But he slides in and out of the chimney really good. This is a really cool custom I made. I'm really actually happy with the way it turned out. See 3 C7s in the chimney. That one's supposed to be more in the middle, but it's not, so oh well. And then one in Mickey Mouse, obviously. I could have gave him 2, but I decided to just give him 1 because he's pretty small. I didn't really need all that. So yeah, I spent pretty much like all day wiring it up and just kind of messing around with it. But yeah, you see Mickey doesn't really. He takes a minute to pop him out. But yeah, he looks really cool, so I'm gonna turn off the lights. He lights up really, really awesome as well. Yeah, I couldn't program the lights to turn off with the fan, which is fine. So yeah, I mean, this thing looks really, really awesome. Really, really happy with the way this custom came out. Like I said, I still gotta do a little bit more work to it, like with that hole down there and cut off his tether attachments. But other than that, I gotta say this thing's good to go. So stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So, see ya.